guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well today. Happy New Year. I hope you are looking forward to 2025. I feel like 2025 just has a really good vibe about it. I'm happy for 2024 to exit. Excited to see what 2025 has in store. Today I'm going to be filming a New Year's Eve glam. I want to do like a really interesting like silvery eye, quite cool tone makeup, and yeah, I'd love it if you can like and subscribe. It would mean an awful lot to me. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so we're feeling glam. I feel like Clean Girl is out. She's gone. She's like came in 2020 and has been hanging around. I feel like 2025 is the year for cut creases, full coverage, like a liner. I feel like she's just 2025 is going to be for the glam girlies. So yeah, I want to do a glam look, full coverage, kind of matte. Okay, to start I'm going to go in with my LANEIGE Water Bank cream. I really like this. It's like a mini, and I want to get the bigger one, but it's quite expensive, you know, but it is stunning. Makes your skin just really nice and hydrated and like prepped. Recently just got back from Berlin and all that kind of like flying. We were actually delayed. We were delayed 24 hours. We were almost about to board our airplane, our flight. We were on the bus and it stopped, turned around and took us back, and then we were cancelled. So basically had to find a new hotel, stay overnight, then yeah. So I was basically travelling for 2 days for a flight that was an hour and a half. So my skin is just feeling that kind of like travel kind of vibe. Do want to go in with the iconic Velvet Smooth Pore Refining Primer. I really like this. I like to put this kind of in my T-zone and just rub this in with my hands. It's like really smoothing, but it's got a bit of hydration in there too, so I don't feel like it's like sucking all the life out of my skin. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas. Like I just said, I was in Berlin. I escaped the traditional Christmas. I did have little like fake Christmas with my grandparents like the weekend before I left, but yeah, I'm just not a Christmassy girl. I'm not like anti-Christmas. I just think there's a lot of pressure around Christmas, and to be with people you don't necessarily want to be with, and I chose not to be around people I didn't want to be around. So I left the country, went to Berlin. It was cold, it was stunning, had the best time. There will be a vlog coming out, probably the one after this, of kind of what we got up to, so check that out if you're interested. So I've kind of mattified all of the inside of my face, and actually I don't know if you can see, but it just, I don't have massive pores anyway, but it just smooths me out. I really enjoy that primer. Okay, for foundation I've got my KYLIE. This is the Power Plush Longwear Foundation. I do enjoy this. This is in 2C. I wish it was a bit cooler. Her skin tint is cooler. This is a little bit yellow, but I do like it when I want a full coverage look. So it's one of those things. I'm just gonna do the 2 pumps now. Okay, can you see it's quite yellow. I'm just gonna buff this in. Forget how full coverage this is, but it's got a really nice finish to it. I've noticed this year that I've really stopped using beauty blenders. I don't know why. I think it's just that I've found some really nice like brushes that I think really work well. So yeah, I've kind of gone away from the sponge and I'm just kind of using brushes for everything. When this is blended out, it doesn't look too, I mean, I do look like Casper the Friendly Ghost, but in person I think like, I mean, I look scary in the viewfinder, but in person I feel like this is actually quite a good match for me. I feel like there's a lot of shadows with my lighting, so I look a bit more tan, but yeah, this is actually my colour, maybe a hint light. Now I'm going to go in with my cream products. I've been enjoying doing this and then concealering. So what we are going to do first, we're going to contour. So I'm just going to, this is my Milk Sculpt Stick. I'm still like at the top and I've used this so much. So yeah, even though this is tiny, I just feel like I'll never get through this. I'm just going to buff this out with my fine double-ended brush. I love this brush. It's become one of my favourite brushes. I have decided that I've started a new Instagram. I'm going to leave it tagged below. And yeah, I wanted to do like a makeup only Instagram where I'm a bit more kind of like focused, a bit more makeup focused. I felt like I was like holding back on posting certain things because it's been my personal Instagram for so long. I don't want to be shoving makeup down people's throats, so I decided to make a brand new one. So I'm posting like a lot more kind of like daily makeup stuff. So if you'd love to give me a follow, I'll leave it linked down below. I'm going to go in now with my Jordana TICIA. This is in Desert Dusk. This is the bronzer duo. And I'm just going to intensify the bronze. So kind of going over everywhere I went with the contour. Just really bronzing it up. It's also quite nice starting a new Instagram because the algorithm is like completely fresh. So it's showing me so many like fun people that I didn't necessarily follow before. I did follow a lot of makeup accounts before, but... And then for blush, I'm going in with my e.l.f. This is the camo one in Peach Perfect. Oh, can I open it? Yeah. I like this colour. It's like super fair. I feel like you can kind of like go in with this and it shears out quite nicely. I always feel very inspired this time of year. I use January as a real like fresh start to just set out. I don't like resolutions. I don't know if I've said this before. Resolutions for me are things that like once you break them and as soon as you give it up you're like, okay. I like to have goals because if I fall off it, I still have like a goal. So I have a few goals for this year. Some are a lot, but I feel like you've got to aim high. I look back on my like a vision board and I didn't get everything, but I definitely got a lot. Was definitely focused this year for certain things, YouTube being one of them, and I've got 5,000 followers, which is crazy. I started off this year with not even 1,000, so yeah, it's been so amazing. So obviously want to carry that on, and just a few like personal goals for like health and mindfulness and all of that kind of stuff, and I kind of already started a lot of them, and yeah, just need to obviously carry them on properly into the new year. Okay, so that's all blended. I do want to go back in and just intensify the contour with my Milk Stick, and this one I'm not going to really blend out too much. I'm going to just keep it where I kind of put it, and it really just chisels that like back area. If your skin isn't looking this kind of like wetness at this stage, it should be. This is how you get like all your products like married together, and then obviously like powder and stuff. But I actually have dry skin, but this kind of like dewiness is the goal. If your skin is too dry, things aren't gonna like blend well together, they're not gonna marry together well. So yeah, using very like wet creamy products to like make everything marinade together. Is it marinade or marinate? I hear people say marinate, but is that just they're using the wrong word? Because to me it's marinade, but maybe I'm saying it wrong. Let me know, is it marinade or marinate? I'm dyslexic, so things do confuse me. And then now we're going to go in with concealer. I have got this with concealer. I have got this VIEVE one, which I'm kind of trying to use up. It's gone a bit dry, so I'm kind of, yeah, using this to like use up. It is a good concealer. I just preferred it when it was a bit more like creamy. And I'm putting in quite a lot, and I'm kind of going along the side on the nose, right up that forehead. And I'm taking, where's my little brush? I've got a new little concealer brush which I really like, and just blend this all out. I'm also excited to see what beauty things comes out. I feel like we get like a fresh start with trends and all of that kind of stuff. I feel like cool tone makeup is going to make a comeback. I can see more and more brands dabbling in that, which I'm very excited about. I'm a cool tone lover, so I also see red still being a big thing. I don't really see that fully going, and I'm just blending that one. Can you see now I'm really like sculpted, but everything is like really nice and blended. I feel like festival vibes are gonna come back to being a bit more of a thing. I feel like we went through a stage of like crazy festival looks, and I feel like we've stepped away from that. People have been going very like cool girl to festivals. I feel like that's not going to be the case this year. I can imagine a bit more jewels, a bit more glam. This is a good base. Everything is so nicely blended, and if you do want to kind of just keep blending, honestly, blending is the key. Just keep going back in, changing your brushes so you're not like muddying up. Okay, so for powder I picked up my one size. This is just the translucent one, and I literally just tip this out on the table in front of me. Don't know if that is sanitary, but we're doing it. And I take it on my puff, and I kind of just pat it in my hand just to make sure everything is like dispersed, and then we're gonna set. And this is, powder is my favorite step. Transforms your face. I'm just going to chisel under here. Just look at that. How snatched and blurred, and 10 out of 10. I kind of just focus on the centre of my face. I kind of go under here, but I like to keep kind of this section like unpowdered. I do kind of set with my cream bronzer, but I like my oils around kind of this area to kind of come through a bit more naturally. Then I'm going to go in with my FILMSTAR, is it? Yeah, FILMSTAR Bronze and Glow, which is becoming very battered. I feel like this year might be the year I have to get a new one. I feel like I got this for Christmas 2017, which is incredibly long time, and I probably, it's out of date, and I'm probably, but it's powder. I feel like powder you can get away with using for longer, but it's my favourite bronzer. It's quite expensive, so I'm using it up. And my favourite NARS Kabuki brush, and I'm just setting down those creams. It's such a stunning shade, this. The other Charlotte Tilbury bronzers aren't the same. They're not as cool tone. I want to go in with my MAC Global Glow. I feel like shimmer is coming back as well. We've obviously seen the frosted lips coming back in, a lot more glitter used on the eyes, but I feel like glittery, bronzy skin, shimmery skin is coming back. I feel like we've had dewy skin, but I feel like, yeah, highlighters are going to come back. I think we're moving back to that vibe. I'm just going to go in with this fluffy brush from my Makeup by Ariel. It's the A22. It's almost like a blush brush, but I really like how it disperses. Like the most subtle, like a lit from within. Sorry if you can hear a high-pitched noise, it's my central heating. I live in an old flat where everything makes noises. Okay, I feel like we look so stunning and snatched. Yeah, chef's kiss. And I've got my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, which I think the mister's going a bit funny. It's kind of shooting at me, but it's such a good setting spray. Quickly gonna do brows. So this is my Morphe Brow Tease, which is my favourite. Not really super fluffy brows, but I'm just filling them in. I just really love this colour. And then I got my fine pencil. I can't find my Refi one. I couldn't take it to Berlin with me because I couldn't find it. I do like this one, I just prefer my Refi one. And I just like to go under and just tidy up the bottom. Now for eyes, I want to do, yeah, this kind of silvery moment. So I picked out Drip Drip from Made by Mitchell. I'm sure you know about this. The nicest, silveriest glitter there ever was. And then I have Silver Fox in their cream glaze, which again, very similar, but it's more of like a cream, so it has a bit more of a base to it, which is there. And then I picked out my VIEVE palette, which again, it's got some silvers in there, but I'm mainly going to use them for these kind of taupey shades. So, start out by buffing all over my eye Skimp, which is this kind of like whitey tone. Just so I've got like a very matte lid. And then to add a bit of depth, I'm going to go in with Phase. So this is this slightly darker one, just to add something through this kind of like corner, just a tiny bit of contour. And then with a smallish kind of brush, I'm going to go in with the Silver Fox cream glaze. Is that what it's called? Cream? Yeah, gel glaze. And just work this in the pot. And then just start brushing that on the eye. And it just adds this kind of like stunning, like a wet look vibe. You can go quite thick with these. If you use kind of like a small but fluffy brush, you can really diffuse it out. I'm just keeping it in that centre section so the outside is still quite matte. And we are going to add some drip. So I'm going to take this on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take, what kind of brush? Like another kind of fluffier but a bit denser brush, and just load that up with product and just intensify that with the drip. I find that going in with the cream glaze first just gives a bit of a base, and then you've got this stunning like wet look silver situation. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with the Silver Fox, and I want to do like under the eyes. Yeah, this could work, like a little flat brush. And I'm just going, no, actually I'm going to go in with a little bit of eyeshadow first. So I've gone back in with that Phase tone. Not too blown out, but definitely smoked. And then in with the Silver Fox underneath. This is such a fun shade for like under the eye as well. It like catches in the light. Every time I have worn this, I get compliments on it. Because it just is like super flattering, and it just catches the light in such a pretty way. I've got this shimmery pencil from Ciate, and I'm just going to run this through my waterline, just so it's like super bright. The colour of this is like a shimmery pencil. So it's super shimmery. I'm going to, this is Espresso by VIEVE. I am just going to, on a very thin brush, I'm just going to run this on the lash line, but keeping it super tight, just to add some depth. I don't really want it to be like seen like at all. Just kind of blending that out. So it's there but not noticeable. The lashes, I think I'm gonna do like actual lashes. I'm just gonna curl mine, and I've got the KYLIE like Wisp Lash, which is a very pretty mascara. I feel like it definitely is that style. It's like a lot more wispy than the Kylash. I'm just gonna do it underneath as well. A little wispy lash moment, and then we're going to put lashes on. I haven't really been wearing lashes this year, but it's New Year, we're doing a lash. I am a half lash girly, so these are just going to be very little wispy vibes. And I've got my Doll Beauty lash glue. It's my favourite. After Renew lash glue. This Doll Beauty one is really good. And whilst I let them dry, I'm going to do my lips. And I've pulled out my MAC Greige, which is one of my new favourites. It's very neutral, but it's got a little bit more brown in than Stone. Stone has got a bit more purple. And then for lipstick, I've got this Illamasqua one in Obsessed. And it's like, it's got a bit of a sheen to it. But it's like the perfect like neutral brown. If you were a cool tone girly, have a look for this. I did get it a while ago, but I'm sure it's still available. Okay, let's do lashes. See if I can actually still put them on. Yeah, these are cute. And here we have it. I feel like we look fierce, like the base slays, lip is very neutral. I just feel like everything looks good, fun, but yeah. So these I love for like glittery. I've got them in like all the colours as well, because the silver is cute. There's a slight warmth to the silver, which I really enjoy. It's not like icy, but it's still like silver. So that's why I like these. I wish you the very best New Year's. I know there's a lot of hype and drama about New Year's, but just enjoy it. Welcome 2025. I feel like we all need a fresh start. 2025 just has like a good vibe about it. So I hope it is good for you. Thank you so much for all your support this year. Yeah, hope you have the best New Year's, and yeah, see you in 2025. Bye.